Has anyone ever been DDoSed? If you're lucky enough not to know what that is, I'm very jealous. Sometimes I get hit offline, but nothing compares to the night my friend got booted offline, where he stayed forever. It was a normal enough night. I was playing duos with my good friend Shane. I own a YouTube channel and it pulls pretty decent numbers. So much so that I usually always have fans who want to play with me. It's a great, awesome feeling, but very overwhelming, because there just isn't a way to play with everyone. If I play with fans, it's usually with Shane who can help me moderate it, and I usually only play 1 to 2 games with fans, that way I can get to as many people as possible. I was playing with Shane and we were getting spammed with invites from fans, so when we were finally in the mood to play squads, we invited the people who were inviting me. We limited playtime to 1 game if we did good, and 2 if we died off the rip. Everything was going great, and we played with about 20 fans so far. Then this fan and his friend joined. The fan was asking me questions I'd rather not answer, very personal questions, such as where I lived, and I mean the exact address of where I lived. What was my blood type? What color were my eyes? What did my hair look like? Just questions that were creepy considering I didn't even know this person. We played 1 solid game with them and I had Shane kick them. The fan knew what was about to happen and he begs to stay and to play all night with us. I tell him that I love all of my fans and I have to be fair to the ones who are waiting. He and his friend tell me that if we kick them, we would regret it. Shane kicks them from the party anyway and we invite 2 new fans. It goes on like this for about an hour. When we were mid-game, Shane lags out. He tells me that he thinks people from the earlier game had his IP and were hitting him offline. Shane was able to get back on, but about 10 minutes later, he was booted again. It was very frustrating. He said he was going to reset everything, his router and his modem, hopefully to give himself a new IP so they couldn't hit him offline again. I waited a few moments and he finally got back on. When he got back on, he told me he felt funny, he felt weak, and he had a headache, and he didn't feel like he was really here in the real world. We decided to play a match of duos hoping that he would feel better. During the match, I can just hear him screaming in pain. He's telling me he feels like he's disappearing. He's crying, begging for the pain to stop, pleading even. Then I hear, "What is that?" Then his mic hits the floor. He disappeared without a trace. Once it had been 24 hours, I was able to file a missing persons report. He had no family and I was his only friend. The cops told me people like this just disappear to start a new life or to end it. I told them what happened and that Shane wasn't like that. I told them that someone took him or something made him disappear. And then he said, "What is that?" just before everything happened. The cops laughed at me and told me I played too many video games. If you see my friend Shane, tell him I miss him dearly. And if you run into those people in Fortnite, run away. You might just be their next victim.